29 medals, 29 heroes. No amount of applause, viewer, is enough for India's Paralympics medal winners. So let's list them all for you so you know each and every one of those 29. Let's begin. In 2011, Avani Lekhara suffered a terrible car accident when she was 11 years old, injuring her spinal cord and being rendered paralyzed from the waist down. This year, she won her second Paralympics gold medal. Both of Mona Agarwal's legs were affected by polio. She was ridiculed and taunted by friends and relatives through her childhood. At her debut outing in the Paralympics this year, she won a bronze. Manish Narwal, at birth, suffered severe nerve damage to his right shoulder owing to an error in treatment by the doctors. It deprived him in the use of his right arm. He won a silver at the Paralympics this year. Just 6 days after Preeti Pal's birth, her lower body was plastered due to weak legs and an irregular posture, leaving her vulnerable to various health issues. This year, Preeti won bronze at the Paralympics. Rubina Francis suffered rickets as a child, compromising her ability to even stand or walk, let alone participate in sports. Rubina won a bronze at the Paralympics this year. Nishad Kumar lost his right hand in a terrible accident involving a fodder cutting machine when he was just 8 years old. He won his second silver this year at the Paris Paralympics. Yogesh Katunia was diagnosed when he was 9 years old with Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare neurological disorder where the immune system attacks the peripheral nervous system. He won his second silver at the Paralympics this year. Sheetal Devi, born with congenital condition called phocomelia that deprived her of arms, participated in her first Paralympics this year. The armless archer, just 17 years old, who fires with her feet, won a bronze medal. Nitesh Kumar was left with permanent leg damage in a life-changing incident in 2009. This year at the Paralympics, Nitesh won a gold medal. Manisha Ramadas was born with Erb's palsy, a nerve condition in the shoulder and arm that results in weakness or loss of muscle function. She won a bronze this year at the Paralympics. 9 years ago, Sumit Antil was on a motorcycle that was hit by a tractor while he was on his way home from tuitions. Doctors did their best, but ultimately had to amputate his leg. Sumit won gold this year at the Paralympics. Nitya Shrey Sivan was taunted for her short stature her entire life. The SH6 category is for athletes who have a short stature and can compete while standing. Nitya won bronze this year at the Paralympics. Mariyappan Thangavelu's life took a cruel turn when he was 5 years old when a bus ran over him in a road accident, leaving him without the use of his right leg. He won a bronze at the Paralympics this year. Rakesh Kumar was paralyzed waist down in a car accident in Jammu. This year, he, along with Sheetal Devi, won a bronze medal at the Paralympics. Sharad Kumar contracted polio at the tender age of 2, leaving him with lifelong disabilities and challenges. He overcame all of them to win a silver at the Paralympics this year. Suhas Yatiraj has lived with the challenges of a congenital deformity in his left ankle. This year, he repeated his performance by winning a silver at the Paralympics. Tulasimati Murugesan was born with a congenital deformity in her left hand, which resulted in the loss of her thumb, leaving her with muscle atrophy and limited mobility. A major accident further restricted the movement of her left hand. She won a silver at the Paralympics this year. Deepthi Jivanji was born with a mental and intellectual disability that saw her mocked and cruelly tortured in school. Her parents were asked to get rid of her. Instead, they sold their land to support her. Not only did Deepthi buy back the land for her parents with her earnings, she won a bronze this year, viewer, at the Paralympics. Ajit Singh Yadav lost his arm while trying to save a close friend in 2017. His elbow was crushed by a train's wheels and his arm had to be amputated. He won a silver at the Paralympics this year. Dharambir suffered a terrible accident while diving into a canal in his village. Misjudging the depth, he hit the bottom, the rocks, getting paralyzed from the waist down. He won a gold. Dharambir won a gold at the Paralympics this year. Sundar Gurjar lost his arm where a tin shed fell on him during his vacations in 2015. Despite the best efforts of doctors, his arm had to be amputated too. He won bronze at the Paralympics this year. Parnav Surma was 16 years old when a cement sheet fell on him, causing a severe spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed. He won silver at the Paralympics this year. Simran Sharma was born premature and with severe visual impairment. She refused to give up. She won an athletics bronze at the Paralympics this year, viewer. Sachin Khilari lost most of the faculties in one of his arms after a fall from a bicycle. He worked for years on rehabilitation, on recovering some movement of his arm. This year he won a silver at the Paralympics. Hotoje Sema lost his left leg below the knee in a mine blast, ending his dream of joining the Special Forces. He has won India a bronze in the Paralympics this year. When Harvinder Singh was 18 months old, an incorrect injection administered by a doctor for a common illness resulted in a permanent impairment in one of his legs. Harvinder won gold at the Paralympics this year. Kapil Parmar went into a coma after being electrocuted 14 years ago. The accident severely impaired his vision. In fact, Kapil is likely to lose all his vision very soon. Kapil won a bronze at the Paralympics this year. Parveen Kumar's legs are of unequal length owing to a congenital issue, but none of this stopped him, viewer. He has worked all his life to ensure the impairment doesn't come in his way. This year, at the Paralympics, he won a gold. All his life, Navdeep Singh heard taunts about his height. He would be called all kinds of cruel things. This year, he has not only shown people where he stands, but he's won a gold at the Paralympics. And he's also gone viral across the world for his explosive reaction to his throw. Each one of these 29, viewer, hasn't just won a medal. They've smashed the challenges that life has cruelly forced on them. They've decimated stereotypes and stigmas. They've quietly fought the savages of life and fate, all of them with a determination and resilience most of us can only dream of. In a world where the word inspiration has lost all meaning, please join me in saluting each and every one of them. And I think I speak for you, viewer, when I say that nobody has inspired us more than them. Here's wishing them the best in their onward journeys to even more glory.